Oh my goodness. How you looking, Sass TV? We're going to finish. We're going to start with part two. I wanted it to be a little relaxing. It's been a stressful week for everybody. As you know, I have on my everyday type clothing, everything that I wore today for the life. So we're going to start with that. We're going to start right there. They about to get straight stole off on, but boom on that food. So let's go ahead and move it back. All right. I don't know how it's gonna do. Oh, great, honey. So if you got the opportunity to join us last week, we talked about low. You can't even see it. We're gonna move it. I'm gonna move it. It's a lot of vintage stuff up here that's getting redone, so don't pay attention to the French. So if you got the opportunity to join us last week, I know you can't see me. That's not important. If you got a chance to follow us last week, we were. This is the activity. And each week, a homework assignment is due. The homework assignment, if you want to get on board with it, go to the last Rebel Part 1 and turn in the paper for the low tolerance. Follow the instructions to your understanding. There is no wrongs or right. I just want to see if you're internalizing it. We talked about the depression. We talked about being comfortable with depression. And then we went into situations here. And if you wasn't here last week, let's go ahead and recap those situations. An automatic, breakups, wrong mates, jobs, fights, endings, imbalancement, low tolerance. These are some of the things that will negate you from moving forward in things that you would like the best. It could be it's this low tolerance. You don't want to put up with enough. You don't want to do the struggle. You don't want to wait. You don't want to apply. You don't want to be patient. Certain things trigger you to say really nasty or mean things, or you just get stubborn in your ways. And that paper was about that. This is the Revel. It's all about mood swings, how you move from them, how you react, what you do, what keeps you from getting what you want with that type of attitude, with that type of movement. And I'm hoping that my program, this comes from one of my books I wrote. I just turned it into a visual book. And I want to see if it can help some of my subscribers. My other ones did, and what you don't know. So today we're going to be working with, I hope this works because I ain't getting up. Avoiding, oh good, misleading, and ending. Um, I would like for you to get a picture of it. We don't have that kind of time tonight. So, you know, in the box down here, we go with situations. This is the situations. This is the causes. These are the things that are keeping you from being positive or being confident in work, career, businesses, the things that are stopping you. And these are the things that lie within everybody, even myself. They were put in there for a reason. They're part of your emotions, they're part of your trademark, they're part of who you are today. This can help you in anything. This helps release a lot of tension. What you don't know can help you. What you do know is probably already hurting you. Hello. So maybe we'll just put everything in here. Since we're on the floor tonight, I'm gonna make it a little bit more relaxed next time. Maybe we'll do a little jazz or the battery low bit. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to do this tonight because if things is changing in old Texas, huh? So I want you guys to pay attention on this even closer. God bless the dead. Okay, so we're gonna get no, get out of my phone. So we're gonna start here. So let's talk about the avoiding, the misleading, or some of the things that you possibly could take wrong. We're leaving this up because this is our landscape. We're going to be doing 6 sessions here. Make sure you get these. Make sure you keep these. Make sure I'll let you download them. Okay? Homework's due this coming up time now. Now, Okay, so here we go. Now, we're going with avoiding misleading and endings. Okay, so I want to erase this out of here because I want you to see some of the things that lie under avoiding, under misleading, under endings is how long you carry stuff. You hold up holding, this holding, this holding, this holding, and under a holding lies the word incapable, non-trust. Okay, two major words to the situation, and you can't see them. There we go. We have the holding. Working on my mic, okay? My mic's still out of control, and I don't know what's going on. So holding, that's coming under the avoiding and the misleading and this ending, because the holding could make, some people say it's codependency, some people say it's stubbornness, but there's a lack of decision making in that. Don't want to let go. It's incapable. Don't trust. That's one of the things that's under that. And another thing is the way you carry the holding, the way you carry the holding. Very, it's not going to be long tonight. How you carry the loading, meaning in relationships, this incapable and non-trust in relationships, or are you staying hurt longer? Are you capable of climbing out of it? What has you feeling as though you are alone or incapable to not trust yourself enough to try to give yourself a moment to breathe and rethink things? This holding is a big star for a mood swing, because when you get into that holding, it's a mind frame. It's this don't move. It's this patience. It's this long standing. It's this long standing. So this is one of the characteristics that is keeping you from certain decision making. If you can take a look there, this could really, this is really huge in the REVEL when it comes to decision making. This incapable of trust, holding it, just trying to see, is it going to work out? Should I be patient? I'm just going to be faithful to that. That's too much energy on something that you're not even looking at, that's not even working for you. So this really, if you have a pen and paper, I want you to get a folder. I want you to put in there unsustained self-esteem. It's an unsustained self-esteem, meaning you learned how to be that way. You learned this. So that's why you're incapable, because you don't know how it feels. That's why you're incapable, because you have no trust. You haven't been there. You really haven't been there. You just been going with the flow. So this is your natural reactions to something you've never seen before, almost like seeing a ghost and not knowing what the next move is. When you see a ghost, you don't move. You try to wait for it to leave, and then you sit around a couple of days later just to see if it's going to come back. Okay, that is a unsustained self-esteem. You learned that behavior maybe through school, through people, through loved ones, through watching your mom, through watching your families. Those are some of the things that can really thwart you from moving forward in career and business and giving you that complete love life, that self-esteem, that holding, that incapable, incompatible, non-trust, defensiveness. But we haven't got to that yet. Okay. Another thing is this. I call it you have this impossible. This is what I'm gonna do it like this. There's another thing we're gonna be working on. I call it the impossible. And the reason I call it the impossible, because it kind of it's before you get to fear. It's not with anxiety. It's not with being normal. It's not with what you're eating. It's not with where you're going. A very, 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 very tender energy. It's very tender. It's very light, and it could be very much so broken. This can be a broken energy. This can be a broken energy. And it forms what they call sneakiness. A sneak. Mhm. A sneak. I said it's a sneak. Okay. So with the impossible, it's just something, I mean, the overlooking. The overlooking. You know, uh, uh, the overlooking. The overlooking is a star for me. The overlooking, the separation, part-time decisions. My handwriting is terrible. Don't expect the best from that. Part-time decisions. And these have happiness. You're kind of biased sometimes. Have happiness. It's like a fake personality. Income based. Okay? We're going to be working on everything. Don't worry. This is just the beginning. We got a long way to go. So, we're going to get into the impossible. And the impossible is the arrow. The impossible is the whole entire image. The impossible is the thought. The impossible is the energy. The impossible is not even the soul, it's the person that is standing. It is the essence. It's the thing that's coming out of your mouth. It's a broken energy. It comes from a lot of dealings. It comes with a lot of situations. It comes with a lot of unfinishedness. It comes with a lot of unspoken. It comes with a lot of miscommunications. And it causes this side eye. It causes this mistrust. It causes maybe one to become sneaky or one to kind of get to things before you do. Or when someone tells you things, you have to go check even though they're telling the truth. Okay. And a lot of it comes from overlooking things. There's a lot of things that have come up that you have overlooked. And those energies play a very major role in where you are going. It can stop you. Overlooking things, I mean, when you carry those energies of overlooking other things, it carries into your overlooking careers, overlooking things in relationships, overlooking things in marriages, overlooking things. Oh, I can do that later. No, you cannot. You have to handle it now because it causes a separation where eventually you just give up on doing responsible things. You X responsibility at some point. The part-time decisions, the make it or break it. Should I do this first or should I do that last? Should I handle this first or should I handle that last? Handle the begin one and then handle two when you can, handle three when you can, and handle four when you can. So we're working with mood swings. We're working with a balance because the part-time decisions, when you it's a broken energy. You can't do nothing about it. You can only maintain it and make it better. Because with the part-time decisions, you carry that into love relationships. You that you know that's one of the things people carry into relationships. That part-time decisions, picking and choosing their battles. Part-time decisions. You pick and choose what you was gonna pay. You pick and choose what you was gonna tell off. You just didn't go directly with everything. So you're gonna get a lot of breakups and a lot of bad relationships because of the decision making and how you pick and choose and when you pick and choose and what fights you choose and how far back you choose. All these play a part in your mood swing. Have happiness. I mean, just it's another pick and choose thing. And a lot of it comes from fake personality. There's nothing wrong with that. Showing face until things get better. That is a huge trait of an air sign, showing face until the water recovers the water. You see what I'm saying? But that is still overlooking priorities. You don't have to show them that you sweat, but you don't have to put on a face when certain things happen that could possibly make you look good or possibly cover up what you don't want to look at. That's not with everybody. That's just one of the fun things. But the part-time decisions and the overlooking separations, definitely a broken energy. It's an impossible. It's an impossible. Everybody carries it. Everybody carries the mistrust. Everybody does the overlooking things. Everybody does the part-time decisions to have happiness, the fake personalities, and not so much a fake personality. Fake it till you make it. Just continuing to move, but you're saying you're continuing to move, but the only thing is moving is your mind and not the makeup. These things have to move with your mind. These things make you who you are. These things put you in a position to overlook the old things. This is your higher mind. These are the things that you would like to avoid, not cover up. No one's perfect. These are the things that you want to uncover so you can find a place to recover. You see what I'm saying? You have to recover yourself in these things. This is a major, major holding place when it comes down to finances. This is a major thing for relationships because this is when you find out who you're compatible with. Some people base their relationships basically off of this, and that's why everybody is like this that you meet. Incapable, non-trust, lying, sneaking around, trying to see if you lie, non-trust, all those type of things is a broken energy. This is something that you really want to improve on if you have your pen and paper and you heard everything that I said. I want you to, this is what the homework's going to be about, first of all, because this is an important part to the rebel and the low tolerance, because those things have to be changed and spruced up and brightened and shined. They don't have to be perfect. They have to be renewed and they have to be carried in a way where it is constructive for you, where it can make you better, where it can bring you out of your rut. But you have to decide to do the work. You have to decide to move on. Let's continue. How many we have left? Oh, we don't have that. I told you these are short but sweet, but it's going to get longer. Okay. So we're just going to go over here. I'm going to turn this over here. I'm just going to take you a little bit over here. And then we're just going to talk about this one thing, this one little thing right here. I don't really like this for you because it's kind of swinging. It's like swinging with a star on it, but it's an incoming entering. I call it an entering. And I'm gonna tell you, you have to. This is the best thing you have. This is you. This is one thing that you really have, and I don't want you to work from this place. I don't want you to work from your heart anymore. Just for a little while. I want you to give it a rest. I want you to leave that to what's important. This belongs to what's important and what counts. Okay? We haven't even started yet. We're just breaking everything down so we can build it back up, okay? So I hope you're learning from this. Your heart, I want you to communication. I want you to save your communication for what's best. Okay? Don't talk so much right now. I want you to keep your heart and your communication as an entering. You got some special things. You got some special things in this area. We're not gonna get there yet. So this just popped in. So that's really good. You have these are a lot of specifics. I want you to really get down to the nitty gritty of. We're gonna get really deep after a while, okay? I'm giving you the makeup. I'm giving you the words. I'm giving you the causes and effects. I'm breaking everything down that I have created for the activity decisions. Everything in here, I want you to see it that you learn from this course. I want you to see it, feel it, and be it. I want you to go through everything that you need to go through in order to identify with yourself. See it. If you see it, if you feel it, do not be afraid to hurt. Do not be afraid to feel scorn. Do not be afraid to feel the fire because you will need something to stand on. I need you to go through what you need to go through. So here we go. And I'm going to take you down here just a little bit, okay? And this is going to be the end because it's getting very late. And I don't want to overpower your brain with too much of the definitions because we got so much to work with. But I'm giving you stuff that's probably throwing you everywhere, but I want you to write all this stuff down. I want you to, uh, I want you, paranoia, paranoid, all that's related to incompatible. I want you to work on uh, the uh, this is something else that's really big in this is your direction. How do you make yourself? How have you made yourself look? Huh? Have you made yourself look? We're in 20 minutes. This stuff can get boring. That's why I don't want to give you too much at one time. How have you made yourself look? And on the other side of that, you're overthinking. You're overthinking. You think so much, but you're such a sweetie. I'm an air sign, I know. No one would have never knew I was an air sign till these haters started trying to put my business in the streets. But it don't matter because either way it go, I win. You're overthinking. So these are important factors. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I think these are very, very important factors. These factors are is really gonna help things with you. These That's why I know I talk about it all the time. This is why I want my other channel back because my other books are on there. The Art of Tarot is a book I wrote. My oh, I just don't want to give it all away, but it's gonna come back. But I want these things to be. This is very important. The Revel is very important to my program. Um, it's very important. I'm going to turn it into a visual book. That's what I'm working on now to see how you guys are responding to it. But these factors are very important to you. I'm getting off topic. These factors are very important. Uh, when we're doing the Revel, I want you to listen more. I want you to imagine more. I want you to set goals. I want you to I want you to set a goal for this summer. One goal. I was gonna wait till we got to the fifth one, but you may drop. Some people drop out when we get down to that. I want you to set a goal, something that you just want. If it's just finding the right type of job on your papers, at the top of it, I want you to put what your goal is. I'm not gonna work you towards your goal. I'm gonna give you the things where you can obtain it and keep from defeating yourself. Because air signs have a problem with imbalance or they can have issues in their life like that. A lot of them can't multitask. It's not that they don't want to deal with the trauma, period. They may act like they do, but they will get rid of your ass and your whole entire camp. I'm telling you, they don't do the drama, but they will get with you on the drama. You know, and that's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. It takes an air sign a long time to speak up. They do that holding thing. They do that grudge thing. It's not that. It's because they just hold on to things. That's just their thing. Because what they do is of importance to them. And they don't like to be taken for a fool. And they don't like people in their circle that they see that is less than what they're trying to do. You have to understand where air signs coming from. So we had the opportunity to talk about holding, incapable, non-trust, your patience, long-standing, how you carry your issues, how you carry your problems, other habits that you do in your everyday life that you don't take notice of, that you do in everything, like in your finances, in your relationships, in your families, and how you deal with people. You deal with everything the same way, you just don't notice it because some of the things you like and some of the things you don't like, but you do them in everything. And those things are the things which are holding you back from having that ultimate career. Holding on to things can keep you back from getting greater things, but you have to realize what you're holding on to in order to drop it. See it, feel it big. Take your time. We talked about unsustainable self-esteem, learned characteristics, a learned attitude by your environment, by the way that you were raised, by the people that you went to school with. You get to a certain point to where you want to upgrade, but you don't know how to upgrade. So you start incorporating things. You see, social media is a big no-no for learning things. It's a big no for taking on personality. It's you know what I'm talking about. We ain't gonna talk about anybody, but I'm just saying I wouldn't dare say one, because a lot of these people have lived these lifestyles a long time, and what we see is nothing for them. So a lot of people like to feel acceptable and go after those same personalities, dyeing their hair colors, talking a certain swag, rapping a certain way. They want to go with what they think is hot, or go with what they think is gonna get them attention. But it's a self-esteem thing. It's a broken energy, and we just talked about the broken energy. What did we say? What do we say about the broken energy? We say it is an impossible energy because it is learned, it is taught. It's like in your brain, you've seen it and done it forever. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on uplifting it, not changing it. You know, cover. We're gonna cover that old with something new, where you can use both of those. Okay, just moving you on, just moving you on. And one of the major things I want you to work on this week, and I want you to keep it in your mind: paranoia, your direction, and how have you made yourself look within the last 5 years without overthinking it. Are you seen as an overthinker? Are you seen as a loud? I could give 10 fucks. Or have you seen the loud mouth? Are you seeing, have people seen you as somebody incapable of working with? Are you seen as someone that doesn't know how to use their power? Or are you seen as someone that's just someone that's always nagging? Or you see that someone that's always trying to tell you what to do? Do you come off controlling? What uh, what has you in this paranoia that makes you have to second guess who you are when it's time to communicate? That's why I don't want you to work from your heart. I want you to be a little bit more mental this coming up summer, and I want you to work more with an organization within your mind. I want you to save your heart for what's important. But if you do fall for someone in between the courses and what's not, do what you need to do. But I still want you to do the work because it can help your relationship. One little word, one little thing. Sometimes when you get in relationships, the person becomes you. They do what you do. They like what you do. You're setting an example to them. But you can't do it and then stop. You have to incorporate it the long way. Especially if you don't have any children and you plan on having children. Now, you already got your own. By all means, you can start at any time. But a fresh start is better than none at all. So uh, I want you to send me, just like we did last week. I want the paper to be on broken energy. What would be your broken energy? How do you incorporate your broken energy in areas of your life? Someone's messing with the camera because they're so jealous. Your broken energy, and they're messing with it at 28:06. Okay, the broken energy. They're trying to end the video, but I put your ass in jail. Stop playing with me. Go somewhere and sit down. If you can't do this where you are, sit down and watch. You don't need to be coming in here playing those type of games, okay? You want some attention, you go talk to your mammy. I'm not her. I'm here to help. I want you to tell me by listening to this video, what is the broken energy to you? What is your broken energy areas? What is your build up? I want you to put the broken energy. I want you to give me the explanation. I want you to PowerPoint me at least 5 things what your broken energy is. And then I want you to tell me about paranoia. What causes it for you? What opens you up to? What has you probably don't know, but when you think of paranoia and you think of your paranoia, I want you to give me your direction. What causes it? I want you to I want you to honestly say what you think the people around you currently within the last 2 years have thought of you. And what do they say about your overthinking? We have to reflect. This is interface right now, okay? This is a reflection. So I want you to hit that paper reflection, and I want you to turn that paper in. I want you to be as honest as you can, and I will review those papers. I gave you a little sample of the homework, but as more of you come in, I'm going to be acknowledging you by screen names and I'm going to be grading the papers and sending it back. I know everyone's going to do an excellent job, but I really want you to work on these things. I want you to review the video from last week. You that did the papers, review that. I cannot give you too much at one time. We may skip a week for review. This is what we're working with. We're working with low tolerance. We're working with avoiding, misleading, and how those endings. That's where we are. We're in low tolerance, avoiding, misleading, and endings. I gave you everything as far as a human. These are things that will cause the blockages. The things that will make you not want to do it. The things that will stop you when things are doing bad, that you feel like you have to put all your eggs in the basket and forget about everything else. That could not be possible. How are you doing that? How are you able to put all of your eggs in the basket with little deadbeat daddy, but you need a career, and then you go out of the career and you're not even relentless with it, but you have the piece of paper that shows you that you are better than what they are offering you. You cannot give up on yourself like you didn't give up on that drama. It's the same energy. You just have things that's making you think it's okay to be over there putting up with that mess. My name is Belen Bez. God bless you. And this is the Revel webinar part two. We're going to be moving a little bit faster. This is a lot of content to work with, and I created it that way because I want you to think and I want you to be ahead of yourself. Because when I start dropping those dimes, I start dropping those lessons, you're going to be quick with it. I'm going to put you on your toes in about 3 weeks. But right now, I want to calm you down and let you look at yourself and let you explain and let you release yourself. And we're going to review it, and no one's in trouble. No one's pointing fingers, and no one's the bad guy. We're all here to help each other move to the next level and get you where you need to be. Put those goals on those homework papers, and let's march and move towards the new you. God bless. I hope you enjoyed it.